Hello guys, this is round 4. What happened is I recorded it, but something happened to the recording and I no longer have it. So I'm just going to show you the replay of it and try to walk you through it. So we win the die roll. We choose to go first, obviously. At this point we are 2-1. We have a fine hand here. We had 2 fetch lands here, along with a Thoughtseize for Disruption, Deathbright Shaman, Goyf, and a Bolt. So we had pressure, we had disruption, and we have ways to interact with our opponent. So it's a good hand. We kept it, and we're gonna lead off with a Deathbright Shaman. I like to lead off with a Deathbright Shaman if possible, turn 1. I mean, against combo and stuff like that, I would like to lead off against the Thoughtseize, but since we don't know what our opponent's playing, I just want to get the Deathbright Shaman in. And since we only have 2 fetch lands and a black, green, and a red card, can't really go for the basic lands here. Because if it's possible, the Deathbright Shaman is going to die. And we want to fire off all of our spells. So our opponent leads off and plays Karakas with a Swords to Plowshare. And there's a lot of decks that run Karakas and Swords to Plowshare, but I really like put them on like a tokens type deck. So, okay, we drew a Thoughtseize here. And I had a choice between Thoughtseizing twice or Goyfing. And since I put him on tokens and he wasn't going to like really kill me, I decided to put some pressure on here because I could follow up if I draw a land with another Thoughtseize and a Tarmogoyf, or double Thoughtseize, or like a Thoughtseize Bolt, depending on what I see in his hand. Get rid of this. So that's why I decided to go with the Tarmogoyf. I want to put some pressure on him. And since he's a token deck, or I put him on the token deck, I really wanted to see if I could knock him down. Okay, so he plays a Swamp and a Duress. So I really do think that he's like a token type deck. And I really put him on like a modern token deck with like some legacy cards in it, instead of just having a full-fledged legacy deck here. We got Swords to Plowshare number 2, which is unfortunate. We top deck a Hymn to Torak. We're just gonna hymn him here. See his graveyard, and we see green, so it looks like he has a junk deck. So I'm thinking like maybe, and again, I really don't know too much about Legacy, but like a Maverick type deck or like a junk type deck or something like that. So he has 2 cards in hand. We have a Thoughtseize, a Bolt, and a Tarmogoyf. So I feel pretty safe here. Next turn, I'm thinking I'm just gonna Thoughtseize, see what's up, and then Bolt. But then he has, of course, a Vindicate, which like completely floors me because like I don't know what to expect. And he took the right land because without the Goyf in play, really can't put pressure on him. So now we're like in pure top deck mode here. So we're up a Bolt but down a land. We get a Liliana here. It's blank. Sensei's Divine top. That's huge for him. Now he could like select the best 3 cards from his hand always. From his library, excuse me, always. I got a fetch land here, but I know he's playing some well, at least thinking about destroying my lands because of his Vindicate play here. And I don't want a Liliana there. He had no cards in his hand, and plus wanted to lose my Bolt. And I really feel like since I had nothing else to play, that I could safely not play Liliana. And plays the Lingering Souls there, which is unfortunate. Since I top decked the second Liliana there, I figured I should just play the Liliana, get rid of a token there. Again, it's not the card that we really want to top deck there, but it is what it is. So he draws, kills Liliana. I think he's just going to flash back Lingering Souls here. Yep, he does. And a Deathrite. So our opponent's drawing gas. Tons of gas. We bolt the Deathrite because Deathrite's going to do a lot of damage to us. I still don't want to put out my last Liliana. I am running like a Miser's Maelstrom Pulse and stuff like that. So if I hit a Maelstrom Pulse, I could have Liliana kill something. Stoneforge Mystic there into a Batterskull. That's just backbreaking. I gotta get rid of the Stoneforge here and just hope that he doesn't get to the 5th land to get Batterskull into play before we have defense. But again, another rip of a Deathbright Shaman. We really are in bad shape here. Okay, Dark Confidant, but we're going to be taking 5 this turn. So we're going down to 8. And if we reveal a spell with Dark Confidant, we're still going to be in trouble. I really feel like our opponent is just getting extremely lucky here. Yeah, he played 3 lands and all spells, and he's just bringing the beats on. Okay, yep, we finally topped up the pulse. Get rid of the spirit tokens. We're pretty much dead here. We offer the trade because once the GT gets counters on it, we're gonna lose. Once the GT gets counters on it, we're gonna lose Dark Confidant anyway. At this point, his hand is now a Bather Skull, GT with 2 counters, a Divine Top, and a Stoneforge Mystic. This is about the best case scenario we could get from where we were. We're gonna play Liliana here and just -2 here. Bather Skull's gonna come in, put a lot of pressure on us. Hopefully he'll start drawing back blanks soon, but our opponent doesn't seem to want to draw blanks. It's really scary when your opponent has a Sensei's Divining Top and he doesn't use it every turn. He's just like, oh, I already know what's on top and it's just gonna be as good as it gets, so we're just gonna do that. Attacks us down to 1. Really have no way of getting out of this besides like a Cascader, and we don't draw it. Alright, let's show you game number 2. Okay, we lost the die roll. We're gonna go first. I brought in the Engineered Plague against his Lingering Souls tokens. And what else did I bring in here? I brought in the Ancient Grudge against his artifacts. And I believe I brought in him to get multiple cards out of there. I want to be a little bit more disruptive if possible. And I brought in the Life in the Loam, so I could play the Wasteland Land Destruction game with him. So this is a great hand, I think. We have 2 lands, a Deathrite Shaman. We have a Dark Confidant to draw his card advantage, Liliana to disrupt him, and a Bolt to get rid of something in play like his opposing Deathrite Shaman. So lead off with a Shaman. Hopefully he cracks a fetch land here. He doesn't. He leads off with a Caracas STP play again. Okay, Dark Confidant. Clearly, we just want to top deck lands here. Red source would be wonderful. We don't get there, but we get a black source, which means we could Liliana him. And he's really on his back foot now. This is a very powerful beginning for us. Okay, Abrupt Decay takes care of our Bob, but we got value out of it since it produced extra card for us. Okay, we're going to play Deathrite Shaman here to get rid of any graveyard stuff like Lingering Soul. That kind of forces him to Lingering Soul there. And we're okay with that because we have Engineered Plague here to call spirits and destroy it. And since we don't have red source, I want to Liliana plus and discard an Ancient Grudge here, so we could fire it off without top decking a red source here. Oh, well, we did have Deathrite Shaman, but my thinking is that this is going to die if possible because, you know, Deathrite Shaman is very powerful. Okay, so +1, get rid of the swamp, Engineer Plague, call spirits, get in the beats. Okay, he gets an Oblivion Ring in here, and he targets the Liliana, which is interesting to me because I think a deck with like Lingering Souls and stuff would want to like get rid of Engineered Plague or Shaman, but he chooses Liliana. And yeah, I thought that was a good thing for us because like if I were him, I think I might have just taken the Deathrite Shaman there. It destroys our access to red source here, which we need for our deck. Plus, we could do 2 damage per turn with this, and since he only has like 1 card left in his hand, I have to assume that it's like really valuable to him. Okay, we top deck a Maelstrom Pulse, and since he showed us how valuable he considered the last card in his hand, we just pulsed away the O-Ring, Liliana +1, and we bolted in response so we don't lose value from it. And we top deck a Blood Red Elf, so this time we're the ones drawing a lot of gas for this, and we're going to put pressure on. Okay, we're back, and yeah, we top decked the Deathrite Shaman there. We cascaded into a lightning bolt. We targeted him, brought him at 13. We brought in the beats. So he's gonna go down to 7 here. So we pretty much put him on a 2-turn clock. He draws something, can't be anything. We draw a blank too. So we're just gonna +1 to Liana, make him discard both our stuff. Attack with the Bloodbray, make him drain him for 2 in the Deathrite. And now he needs a removal spell for the Deathrite Shaman, or he just loses. And we win. On to game 3. Okay, we're going to draw. Alright, this is a fine hand for us. We do have Life in the Loam, Double Dark Confidant, him, and a Lightning Bolt. It's unfortunate that we can't fire off everything with the opening hand that we do have. But if we get like a black source and a red source, or a black source and a green source, we could fire off Confidants, Life in the Loam / Lightning Bolt. We also have a Wasteland if we go with the Life in the Loam plan. And if we open up with another black source, we have him to Torak available. So I think this is a keeper. Although my mulliganing decisions were very... I wasn't sure about most of my mulliganing decisions this game. We top deck an Abrupt Decay, which makes me really want to get a green source here. A black-green source like a Bayou. I don't want to get rid of the Caracas with the Wasteland. Lands are valuable to me right now, so we're going to play the fetch land and see if we play something very dangerous like a Stoneforge Mystic that we have to bolt away or something. So we're keeping ourselves open. He upkeeps Caracases, which is wonderful to me, because that tells me that he needs lands too. And his hand's not perfect, so he pretty much kept like a hand with a Caracas and some other spells because he felt that Sensei's Divining Top was pretty much going to get him there. Because he tells me that, I think I'm going to start off with Hand Disruption. So I think I'm going to just get the Wooded Fell Hills crack for black-red and a black-green land and fire off at him to Torak. I can't go for the basics here because he didn't really show me Wastelands the first 2 games. Doesn't mean that it doesn't have it, but it's less likely that he has it. And we want to fire off all of our spells, and we could only do that with dual lands. Okay, I'm going to hem him. We get an Abrupt Decay and a Vindicate. So it looks like he kept a land-light hand with a Divining Top and a lot of destruction spells. So he gets a Savannah and the basic Swamp. Gets an Inquisition and takes the Abrupt Decay, which is okay, I guess. It's like this is the type of hand that you really want them to like disrupt, because you have doubles of Dark Confidant, doubles of removal, and the Life from the Loam you could dredge back, and the Wasteland they can't touch. So I think he's gonna get like a Batterskull here. Yeah, and what I really want to do is start destroying his lands. So I had a choice between Liliana -2 getting rid of that, or I could start getting rid of his land with the Wasteland, Life from the Loam combo, and I think that's what I really want to do. So there was a lot of choices. I could bolt the Stoneforge, play a Dark Confidant. I could Wasteland, Life from the Loam, get back the Wasteland to destroy 2 lands in a row. I could Liliana -2, +1 next turn. But I went with the Bolt there and Dark Confidant. I want to get the card advantage in. He's 2 turns away from Batterskull. So that felt good. Now that he played his own Confidant here and we are lacking land spells, I was going to play Liliana -2 no matter what. But we top deck a land like a champ here. So we're going to play the land, Wasteland, grab Liliana -2, and our next play is going to be Life from the Loam. And we have 3 lands, 2 fetch lands on the Wooded. There's a Bitter Blossom there, which kind of surprised me. I mean, I don't even know if Bitter Blossom's good against me, but I guess it acts like a Liliana buffer or something like that. But he plays it. So we're going to Life from the Loam there. Get back to Wasteland. Wasteland is Caracas. Bring him down to 1 black mana. Each player's going to discard. I could discard fetch lands forever since I could Life from the Loam. I'm going to play a Deathrite Shaman there. Okay. Getting the beats. So he has 1 card, which is the Batterskull, plus a Bitter Blossom and whatever he's playing off the top. It's not a land, which is great. We show Goyf here. Again, I want a +1 here. See if he wants to hang on to the cards. He discards a Liliana there. Okay, so we have unknown card there. And I think I'm going to attack with both here because of the fact that we have backup Dark Confidants, and I really don't want him having a fairy card left over. So if I just attack with the Deathrite Shaman there, he's most likely not going to block and start harassing my Liliana. And I don't want my Liliana harassed. I want the Liliana to be able to destroy either a fairy token, or a real card like a Stoneforge or a Dark Confidant every turn. And I really want to put the pressure on. Plus, I'm going to get to 4 land now, so I can play a Confidant Tarmogoyf here and have a replacement Confidant. So our deck is really rolling now. Our opponent does a Sensei's Divine top. Blood Blossom, he gets his Bayou, kills our Goyf. Alright. We draw a GT here. We dredge up the life from the loam. Since he showed us a Bayou, and we don't want him to have any lands whatsoever. No fun for him. Okay, so we're going to wasteland with a Lily on a -2 here, get rid of that. Swing in for 3 and play our GT here. So he gets a basic forest, so he could power off some spells now. Luckily for us, our Confidant keeps us full of gas. We have the bolt here, so we're just gonna bolt the fairy token, equip the GT to the Confidant, attack for Confidant, and then start using the Deathrite Shaman minus ability to kill him. And we're gonna Liliana plus there because we really don't need all these fetch lands with Thoughtseizes. Okay, he concedes, and we won.